What's going on, gamers? Just got some huge news that just dropped. It is now 100% correct. As we talked about before, Bungie layoffs coming. It's official. Here it is. We got two letters to read, one from Bungie and one from Herman Host himself. Become a member, leave a tip down below. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you guys think. All right, guys, it's here. Let's see what happens. Is Bungie going to get shut down? I would say no. They're going to keep a power core of the team, and I think they still are going to want to probably make Destiny 3. We want Destiny 3. We saw that all over the place. People know what's going on with that. But Bungie also did this to themselves in a lot of ways. If you think about back then, how they handled Destiny 2, gatekeeping stuff, removing content, just being ridiculous. I just didn't know why they were doing that. This is before Sony acquired them. And then when Sony got them, they were bad with live expertise, big time. Told them to shut down Last of Us, told them to greenlit Concord and a lot of other games. Then they decided to do Marathon instead of working on Destiny 3. And I just can't, for the love of God, still figure out why would you want to do that? Just bad move after bad move after bad move. A lot of people point the finger at Sony. Yeah, you bought them, but oh no, Bungie's been making a lot of mistakes. So a significant key word here. Number of layoffs have hit Bungie, including most of the Destiny team and some Marathon devs, says SIE, Sony Interactive Entertainment CEO, Herman Host. Destiny team, most of the Destiny team, and some Marathon devs. Interesting stuff here. Whoa. Over the past several months, together with Bungie leadership, we're going to read the full letter. We reviewed the studio's long-term direction. Now we're thinking about it. Development priorities, resource needs, and role within our broader portfolio strategy. We explored multiple alternatives before concluding that a reduction was necessary to align the studio's resources with its current priorities and long-term goals. So what they're saying is, give me back my money. You failed me on a lot of things, and I'm not going to keep overpaying all these staff members. Give me back my money. We've seen this in the Xbox world, but Sony needs this from Bungie. It's a lot less over here, but even then, they're giving you a new idea here. Reduction was necessary to align with studio's resources. And if I'm going to keep paying you with your current priorities and long-term goals, I'm going to have to drop what I don't need. And he's saying it right here. So we got multiple stuff to look at here. This is how it's starting. Yeah, we see the layoffs hitting all over the industry right now. Interesting stuff here. Definitely after Xbox just laid off Compulsion Games, we know they have a bloodbath coming over there. Let's get ready to go back though and find out what's going on here. This was the letter that Herman Host said, and this is what Bungie said. So let's continue seeing what he said, then we're going to get to Bungie here. I want you guys to let me know what you think about this. All right, below in an internal email from Herman Host, CEO, Studio Business Group, Sony Interactive Entertainment, distributed today to Sony Interactive Entertainment employees. Dear team, today I want to share a difficult update regarding Bungie. Sorry, I can't zoom in, but I'll read it for you guys. We have made the decisions to reduce Bungie's workforce, affecting a significant number of employees, including most of the Destiny team, because they released their final update, right? And some Marathon team members. Now we see it here. There are also reductions across Sony Interactive Entertainment teams that support Bungie's operations. Those impacted at Bungie and within Sony Interactive Entertainment are being informed today. So not just there, but the support Bungie team over on the Sony side. We always knew they weren't just working alone. Man, this gives people probably false hope about Destiny 3. They said the majority of that team, and they're keeping around the Marathon team. What the heck? Oh boy. This is painful news, especially for talented colleagues whose roles have been eliminated. This decision was made only after extensive discussion and careful consideration. And I want to provide some context on how we arrived here. Okay? Man, I want Destiny 3 still though, right? They could easily make back $1 billion with that. Easily make $1 billion off of Destiny 3. Over the past several months, together with Bungie leadership, we reviewed the studio's long-term direction, development priorities, resources needed, and role within our broader portfolio strategy. We explored multiple alternatives before concluding that a reduction was necessary to align the studio resources with its current priorities and long-term goals. That little highlight we just read right there. As Bungie recently shared in its Destiny 2 update, the studio has begun a new journey following the release of the game's final live service content update. What Bungie has accomplished with Destiny over the past decade has been truly remarkable. The franchise has left a lasting mark on players and the industry. Should have been milking, should have had Destiny 3 in development. And everyone who contributed to its success should be proud of what they helped create. And you got people that probably built a lot of content around that game. Well, it's not going to be updated anymore. Marathon remains an important part of our portfolio. Instead of making Destiny 3, you still want to continue on with this. Good Lord, man. And we will continue to support the team as they build on the strong foundation established in Season 1 and Season 2. And as they work on incubation efforts for future projects. While it's too early to discuss, we are encouraged by the creativity and opportunities that lie ahead. Our immediate priority is supporting affected employees through this transition. We are providing transition support and, where possible, working to identify opportunities across Sony Interactive Entertainment and our global network of studios. I want to sincerely thank every affected employee for their hard work, creativity, and contributions to Bungie, Sony, and the broader gaming community. I know today's news is deeply difficult, not only for those leaving, but for those colleagues and friends that remain, and of course the Destiny community that wants Destiny 3. Please take the time you need to process this news and support one another. Thank you for your resilience and continued support during this difficult time. Herman Host. I mean, this guy, he hasn't impressed me since he's been given certain leadership. I just have to say it. I mean, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, definitely the majority of the Destiny team, it's like, but Destiny 2 was successful, so was 1. Why are we not working on Destiny 3 instead of Marathon? You also are a part of supporting that, Sony, and you want to continue most of the Marathon team. It's like, I guess, right? Let's read some of these comments, and we're going to get to the Bungie aspect. LOL, I told everyone it was Sony. Who owns and controls Bungie? It was cute when people thought Bungie actually was independent. Well, they have a lot of independency, and they failed in a lot of categories. If that's all you see, you're kind of slow, because it's been going on for a long time, and people have been talking about it. That's why Destiny 3 is not here. AKA, the shareholders threw a fit that Sony is charging $1K for PlayStations now that the precedent has been set and layoffs had to be done to shut them up. You guys are genuinely morons. I would have cracked that whip to get Destiny 3 out yesterday. There's no doubt in my mind about that, but how much money would it cost? Didn't really matter either, because they would make it back easily. Damn, Sony really just gutted Bungie. They wasted all that time on Marathon for what? Tell me about it. The cat is out the bag. I've said this before back then when they started making Marathon. What are you doing? You should be doing Destiny 3. And when you make so much money off of that and it's blowing up and dominating the gaming industry, go make the side project Marathon. No problem. I mean, you could have had a next-gen Marathon from the ground up. But no, they made the wrong decision. You told them to shut down Last of Us 2. You told them to start up Concord. You told them to do fair game. Bungie was greenlighting all of this. They were supposed to get live service expertise. They failed on all that. They ain't Sony's fault. Sony's fault is they bought them. But Sony already made that money back on PC and plus through this whole generation. It's just that this is what Bungie's not doing on their end. Marathon ain't making the money they want, and Destiny 2 was not making the money Sony wanted. So at the end of the day, Bungie was not doing their part. Don't try to act like Bungie was amazing or something. Ever since Sony acquired them, they haven't been. They're making too many mistakes. So, I mean, at least they confirmed they have incubation projects in the work, but oof, I wish luck to those who have lost their jobs, but the industry is a mess right now in terms of employment. It's even worse when it comes to pricing and component costs and AI fee. That's significantly the worst. Layoffs have been happening since anything is up for hire. That's always going to happen. But it also depends on looking at the details. Layoffs does not always mean, oh, I'm blaming the corporation or I'm blaming the company. No, see the track record. It just depends on how it works, right? We low-key don't talk about how Herman Host got promoted to co-CEO of Sony and then demoted less than a year later. Yeah, I agree with you on that. That's what I was saying. Like, I don't think he's doing an amazing job like he should have. I mean, you're talking about Concord was his baby and it's the Star Wars of PlayStation. You can't get out of here. You don't know what you're talking about. No, I don't think so. So let's go down to Bungie here. With great sadness, we're announcing a reduction in force as we reorganize Bungie. As the leaders of Bungie, past, present, You know, we recognize Destiny 2 fell short of expectations these past several years. Following our final content update to Destiny 2, and with our future projects still in early incubation, so they do have some projects, we unfortunately could not continue operating at our previous size. We know this decision has a profound impact on the people affected, their families, friends, and teammates. While these changes are necessary to best position the studio now and for the future, that does not lessen the difficulty of this moment or the impact it has on those affected. Later, we will share more about the future with you all, but today is not that day. Yeah, because that's not the type of energy that's present, definitely after losing those layoffs. So they do have some projects. Maybe they may be able to do Destiny 3. Today, we wish to extend our gratitude and compassion to every member of the Bungie team who has been impacted and to those who remain. We hope you will do the same. So guys, right here, we get the idea. They're saying it. We have stuff that we still can make, but it's in early development. And they couldn't continue operating at the size that was now because of how much money they didn't make back that they needed to make. This is not made up. It's like, you know what I mean? They're officially telling you this. Sony's officially telling you things too. They didn't shut down Bungie, but they gutted what they didn't want there for sure. And what's going to be going forward is probably a co-development between Sony Interactive Entertainment Publishing and Bungie Development for Marathon and the next project, which better be Destiny 3. So there's still some hope there. Yeah, you're telling me there's a chance? Of course. So we get this idea, and this just got posted 47 minutes ago. It's time to say thank you. From the bottom of our hearts, thank you for all the devs at Bungie who poured their heart and soul into this game and this community. Destiny is one of a kind. We're forever grateful. To some of the higher-ups, we have a different message, but we'll save that for another day. Here's the thing. You act like Bungie is perfect, and they were doing the most perfect things with Destiny 2. Are you kidding me, man? Have you seen some of those DLCs that were dropping off fast? Have you seen the way they were handling the community? Gatekeeping? Paywalling microtransactions for older content and then deleting older expansion areas and content and taking advantage of you? You don't remember that? Yeah, and promising you all this and that with Destiny, but they didn't deliver like they wanted to. And then when Destiny 2 came out, it was supposed to be certain things. They never fully delivered the dream like they were supposed to, but Destiny 2 was a good game and it lasted quite some time. You know what I mean? No doubt about that. I'm not saying that, but they definitely have made some mistakes. Don't try to act like it's all Sony. How? They just bought them. They're not developing it. Bungie is. They failed at a lot of things in Light's expertise. You don't see that? I don't know what to tell you. So I want you guys to let me know what you think. Of course, this is what fell short, my guy. Marathon. Well, that's the thing. Like in this world today, these type of games are hard to survive. That's why I said you should have went with D3. But of course, a lot of people are going to agree with this. I fixed it, guys. This is what they should have said. Today, we're announcing a reduction in force at Bungie. Before anything else, we want to be clear about one thing. This outcome is the result of leadership decisions. The responsibility for where Bungie stands today belong to us. Over the past several years, we failed to consistently deliver the quality, vision, and execution that our players expected and that our teams worked tirelessly to achieve. We made strategic mistakes. We misjudged priorities. We did not adapt quickly enough to feedback from our players or our employees. We placed teams in difficult positions and asked them to carry the burden of decisions they did not make. As a result, Destiny 2 did not meet the standards our community deserved, and our broader plans for Bungie's future did not progress at the pace or level required to sustain the studio at its previous size. Today, talented people are losing their jobs because of those failures. While market conditions and industry challenges are real, they do not remove our responsibility as leaders. We owe it to everyone affected to say that plainly. To every employee impacted by this decision, thank you. Your dedication, creativity, and hard work built the studio. You are not responsible for the position Bungie finds itself in today. We're committed to providing support during your transitioning and helping you find new opportunities wherever we can. To our players, we know trust is earned, not requested. Many of you have expressed disappointment, frustration, and concern about the direction of Bungie. Yeah, absolutely. Too often we have responded with promises instead of results. We understand why confidence has been lost. The work ahead is to rebuild that trust through action, accountability, and better execution. That process begins with us acknowledging our mistakes and learning from them. Today is about the people affected by these changes. In the future, we will share our plans for Bungie. When we do, we understand that our words alone will not be enough. We will be judged by what we deliver. To those leaving Bungie and those remaining, thank you for everything you have done for the studio, Bungie. That's actually a funny post. This guy actually fixed that. Well, yeah, and you forgot one thing, and we also ignored your request, and we decided to do Marathon over Destiny 3. Big mistake. So let me know what you guys think. As usual, leave a comment down below. Become a member. Like I said, hit that hype button. Hey, this doesn't surprise me. We knew this was coming. The only thing we hope for is, are you still going to be able to do Destiny 3? Let us know in the future. Later, y'all.